Why do I do this to myself? Well, once again, you have spoken, and actually in droves, more than, I think, other polls. Which is kind of surprising. But if you've looked at the thumbnail, or took a glance at the title, yeah, you're aware of what's going on. And if you're unsure as to why I've started this show, well, I sometimes hold polls on my Discord server, so if you want to become involved, use the link in the description and head on over. But for the time being, let's explore a world where dirty jokes don't exist. An interesting backing track to have. Okay, based on the title, you've got some sort of underground operation just in order to... Why have you got a ruler? Okay, just to gather some magazines. Okay. This is essentially where you can't even use certain words. It's a step above just like thought crime. Kinda. Forced labour for saying a word. God damn, that's some tough punishment. How do laws like that even get passed? I know some countries are a bit authoritarian, but there should be a limit. And in private, public, maybe you can kind of at least police somewhat what is being said, but even in private, sure, pristine morals, but what has it done to the birth rate of the country? How impure of a motive, though. Well, that's more describing the environment that you'd like for a child, not the process. Really, have they expunged vast swathes of biology? Because we can't have these things damaging our ears. That was probably not good for your teeth, but also that's some heavy breathing. Not totally unfair imagery. What would be the point? I guess what is up with all of his bracelets and whatnot, but in a world like this where even uttering words can get you in trouble, what do allegations do? Truthfully or not. But yeah, is this really needed to get involved with? Yeah, so why does his choker and bracelet look like it's made out of aluminium foil instead of everyone else's? Is that a way to kind of block the signal? How many guards do they employ at this place? How do you fund all of that? Yes, let's stop chasing the criminal and all stand and stare. I have found my battle cry. Wait, you class that as a terrorist attack? Okay. Shouting stuff like that in public now will probably get quite a few people staring at you and probably quite contempt, but still. In a world where everyone has basically become vocally castrated, then... Well, I'm mentally castrated. Accidentally causing a stripping in public would easily throw people off, police off you, wouldn't they? Although I can't really agree with her disguise. Rope burn. Wow, so instead of being known to come from a school from like a bad area or poor grades, it's look, the people over there, they're crude. So the one he was chasing after is the big boss of the school kind of thing. Greetings. I could, but how long do you have? Someone who's cutting through the veil of ignorance. But yes, it is as I expected. Even the if this has been going on for decades, yeah, how do people find out? And we've seen from other places that have tried this kind of approach, especially in places in America where they really force abstinence, it kind of flips in the other direction, doesn't it? And people become overtly worse. I wonder where I've seen her before. And she's still pushing down her head, isn't she? Yeah, you don't want it to go off. And the Joker. Did she know about him beforehand? Oh. Hey, Gorilla. He must have stood out either in his grades or someone knew about him. If they can show that someone of his credentials can become a part of the morality police, Your first job, if you choose to accept it. What a first task to be given. That's true. How are you supposed to police indecency if you're not even aware of what would constitute it because you're not taught anything? Also, what does it take to get personalized things? What's with that smirk? If they're in that, yeah, tiny little... It wasn't an act. Ah, it's going to be one of those, is it? Full of innuendo. Well, especially with... Surprise! A nice play on the Moshi Moshi guys, it's this part. Yay, old man. Did he have a teacup on his neck? Ah, well, now that is a nice bit of exposition. Do we need the sound effects for the panties? You're a master of disguise, yeah. I double down. I like that old man. Socks. Yeah, there's many, many things. I mean, kinda, but most often I need to see the statistics. I think I've had enough of testicles thanks to Gintama. Huh. Is that true? How can you say words like that? Is it like skirting what would be the point of alarm, but there we go, yeah, why isn't it? So it's like a short range interference. So that blue tundra can only appear for 3 minutes, but what's the cooldown? Well, excuse me, but okay, framed, but still. 10 years ago, yeah, 10 years ago, you loved dodgy puns. I, you should be able to shout. I'm not. No, I can't. To think that there were such intriguing backstories between that we'd get from these characters, even if it is the really obvious. Because of his burns, yeah. So, extortion. You only wanted a normal school life, as normal as you can get in this world. Wait, what? Press X to doubt. Too close for this kind of conversation. Kind of. Yes. Oh, what would happen if you invented a word that's not in the database of things you can't say? How easily would it be updated? Oh crap. So she is a scientist. You've already looked in the locker and you're watching uncensored fly sex. I can honestly say it's the first time I've thought about that. At least someone's enjoying themselves. If you wear. How. What has education come to? Licorice? Yeah, has no one attempted to help him off the chair? Well, just giving out photos, unless there's actual educational material on the back. I kind of agree with the plan here. You do need to educate the masses if they don't have any knowledge, because it's kind of dangerous if you don't. But still, I don't think that this is the kind of show to have that kind of thinking. It's more he penis. And the extravagant like princess laugh, isn't it? What a present. Oh. Things have really got out of hand quick. Hopefully he doesn't have to dress up as well, but I guess he does kind of need to have a disguise to not get recognised. If they're all really, really repressed, the girls might have a bad reaction to seeing something like this. Maybe. I don't know. At least the males would be, well, most of them would be easy to understand what's go. He's dressed up as her, okay. Who's Makoto? Hopefully this hasn't awakened a lot of fetishes in these pupils. I'm not even going to ask if entomophilia is a thing. The floodgates have been unleashed. No. That room would smell. Imagine being paid to record those lines, and everything's above board. What is he drawing? Wow, he's actually So far, I actually love this song. It's like quite. I don't know another word of describing, but it's quite a funky song. But he has quite the talent for drawing those lines, doesn't he? He's got a future career possibility for him. What are those silhouettes? So, if I haven't stated it Pero. If I hadn't stated it before, I am cunning linguist. I have no. Oh, it's broken me. I think because that came that interesting, it came out of nowhere. That caught me off guard. Yeah, I really, really appreciate everyone that voted for this show. And yeah, you're all going to hell. And so, I hope you enjoyed that. I really hope you did. My eyes have actually started watering because of that last bit that I found a bit funny. Well, despite how the world is progressing, I don't believe we'll ever actually have to face that, because the issues of having people so sexually repressed is very dangerous. Especially if they're not told what things are, because then if someone becomes awakened to it, per se, and other people don't know what's going on, oopsie, you've got a very strange outbreak on the loose that I don't know how you're going to police. If you would like to see more, leave a like on the video and, well, quite a few comments down below. It's going to really have to make up for the mental scarring I've received. And I really hope that this is one show I hope that I don't get people come onto Patreon telling me to watch more. If you have a phrase that you think, while perfectly acceptable to say maybe at a dinner party with your grandmother, and yet could be mistaken for something potentially inappropriate, let me know down below in the comment section. See how YouTube approves of that. But for the most part, I am legitimately fearful of what is going to be shown in the future. Get some rest. I'm holding you responsible, so come back for more. It's hard to deny that my patrons are, well, kind of forcing me down this path now. And even if at one point I really didn't want to continue on, well, there's no backing out now. I've been forever stained. So, Flawed Otaku, Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Denamet 1997, Aisha M, Shiwan, ASD, and everyone else. It's kind of like the Stockholm Syndrome, but thank you.